Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. I know this showcase is a little bit late, same with the LR Trunks and Mai. However, as you can probably tell right now, I sound a bit sick. I've been incredibly sick the last like 4 or 5 days. I've only really started feeling better. So I thought, why not try and make a video? I'm probably gonna have to cut like 9 million times from coughing. But we're going to see how it goes, because I want to start making some vids. I don't want to fall too far behind, just like heroes. We got shit to do. So, I know this is a little bit late, but I'm still yet to try them. One of my most anticipated EZAs alongside Strength Rose, and that is the LR EZA Rose and Zamasu. One of my favorite LRs, probably in Dokkan of all time. Like, honestly, this is one of my favorite LRs from back in the day. I have them rainbowed. A lot of you probably have dupes in them, or potentially rainbowed yourselves. Not quite level 10 linked yet, but they're getting there. Big bad boss is at level 8, so we only need to lose 4% HP to get that big attack and defense plus 25%. And considering their passive isn't that long, they do recover 15% HP, which in red zone, considering you're limited on items, it's not LR meta cooler levels of healing, but it's not bad. They get key plus 2 and defense plus 50% at the start of turn. They're getting additional key plus 2 and defense plus 50%. And has guard for 3 turns. Only 3 turns, but that's going to help them build up their passive quite safely in harder content without taking too much damage, if any. They then get attack plus 100% when performing a super attack, so that's where the majority of their damage is going to come from. And they also get an additional key plus 1 up to 4, and attack and defense plus 30% up to 120 with each attack received. And that's what I mean about having the extra defense plus 50% and the key plus 2, but more so the defense plus 50% and the 3-turn guard of building up their passive where they need to be hit only the 4 times. So do let me know how you've been finding them down in the comments. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you're new. All the support is very much appreciated. And this is just another thing. Every Rose and Zamasu unit and Goku Black unit are so easy to link, and it's just the same case now. To be fair, Fear and Faith isn't that important. It just gives like enemies minus like 10% defense and like extra key. But this is the ideal rotation you want. Easy LR Rose and Zamasu, then LR Merge Zamasu in slot 2. This is the rotation you want. And then every other turn getting that Strength EZA Rose pop up in slot 3 with his support, which of course these guys fall under both, being extreme class allies for the defense plus 50% and extra key, and then not only that, being extreme class realm of god category allies to get the extra attack plus 50%. So without big bad bosses active and also not being hit before they super, this is going to be like bare minimum what they're going to do on an 18 key super attack. Like I said, at bare minimum. So even before we pick up an orb, before we super attack, they're on 137k attack stat, 129k defense. Of course, again, no build up because they haven't been hit. They haven't supered yet. No big bad bosses. Nothing like that. What are they doing at the bare minimum? 4.19, literally just under 4.2. That's actually not bad. Out of 3.5 million crit. It's a shame they done enough damage to kill Vegeta, because then they could have got hit like a decent amount of times. But 4.1, just under 4.2, and then hitting a 3 mil crit is actually pretty good. Now, of course, on 18 key, they're raising attack by 30% for 1 turn. They're causing mega colossal damage to the enemy, and then raising defense by 30% for 6 turns, which basically means they mini stack. Within those 6 turns, they are going to mini stack their defense by 30% every time they hit an 18 key for 6 turns. And then not only that, on their 12 key, they're going to raise attack for 1 turn by 30% again, cause colossal damage to the enemy, and raise their defense by 30% for 3 turns. So, with this being an older LR, which again, a lot of you may have dupes, maybe even have them rainbowed, which in my case, I do. If you're hitting additionals while getting their 18 key off, which isn't going to be that difficult, because once they get hit 4 times, they have key plus 2, and then the extra key plus 4, and within the 3 turns, they're going to have the 2 key plus 2s and the key plus 4. And again, they're a Rose and Zamasu unit, so they're very easy to link with links such as Fear and Faith, Dismal Future, Prepared for Battle. So now we have the Strength Rose on rotation as well, getting the extra attack and defense plus 50%. They've super attacked once. Again, they don't have big bad bosses, and they're about to only be hit once. But with one 18 key super and support, they're still already over 200k defense. So, as you can tell, their defense can get to some pretty crazy lengths, especially if you're lucky enough. 6.9 million, by the way. Again, they've only been hit once. They're going to be fully built up after this turn anyway, which is good. You just need to get big bad bosses active. But their defense can get to some pretty crazy lengths, especially if you're lucky enough to get the additional supers come off. Because then you're looking at, like, in the regions of probably like what, 800k defense, maybe even 900k, especially if you're lucky enough to get like almost every, like, within those 3 turns, like getting that additional super every turn for 3 turns, on top of, you know, raising their defense by 30% initially on the 18 key for 6. So yeah, it's good, man. Their defense can get to some pretty crazy lengths, and especially if you still have, like, you know, in red zone, because there's so many attacks in every single slot, you're gonna have their passive built up incredibly quickly, because again, they only need to be hit 4 times. So you're still going to have at least a turn, but more than likely 2 turns left of the extra 50% defense and the guard, along with having their passive fully built up and then mini stacking, along with any additional 12 key supers along the way as well. So again, you're looking at 600-700k plus defense, or in the realms of that, with like guard, which means in red zone, for those 2 turns you have left of guard, they're going to be tanking everything, probably for nothing. And to be fair, even without it, they're going to be tanking all the basics pretty much for nothing. Some of the, like, a super from, like, a Broly would probably actually, depending on the phase, not the final one, but, you know, against a cooler core, a super attack will probably catch them. And you definitely want to have a Whis active, but their defense is in a very good spot to be able to tank the majority of red zone bosses. So we've got the attack and defense plus 40% support from the base Goku Black with that, and again, only 2 super attacks from them again. No additionals. For some reason, when I do showcases, Dokkan never wants to give me stuff like additionals to really show off a unit. On a 434k defense, they are fully built up now as well. They're just over 400k attack stat as well with the support. And what are they putting out? 9.8 million. 9.8 million. That is without. There's the additional. We got some extra defense. That's great. 9.8 million though. That is without big bad bosses. Almost 10 million without big bad bosses. Now, if we had big bad bosses active there, that would have been 10 mil easy, which is crazy to think about considering how high their defense can get. And especially, because, you know, usually when it comes to showcase videos, you know, you want to show a unit off with support. But nowadays, and especially in this case, you have a support unit in strength, you know, in the EZA strength Rose, who's viable for red zone, especially if he gets the final blow and get the extra attack and defense, but is viable for red zone, especially as a floater, giving out attack and defense plus 50% for the likes of LR Merge Zamasu. We already know how good he is, one of the best yellow/gold coin LRs in the game. And then LR Rose and Zamasu are getting that on top of the damage they're already doing without big bad bosses, and the limits and lengths their defense can get to, again, without big bad bosses. And you have a good support unit who's viable for red zone, like Strength Rose, being on every other rotation with them as well. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Okay, so we should have big bad bosses active now, which of course we do. Again, Fear and Faith doesn't really matter. So with big bad bosses active, we're on a 389k attack stat. Again, they're getting their attack plus 100% when performing a super attack. Also getting that 30% attack raise on either 12 and 18 key as well. So that's why that doesn't look that impressive without support in the beginning of the turn without picking up some orbs. We're up to 509k defense though, and we're still within the 6 turn limit on the 18 key to keep raising their defense, which again is just, it's kind of crazy. But let's see what they are indeed putting out on Super right now with no support with Big Bad Bosses. 8.2 million. That's still really, really good. Again, when you consider the lengths the defense can get to, along with dealing that type of damage, and how good the rotation of them with LR Merge Zamasu is, especially with LR Merge Zamasu's damage reduction, you know, getting the extra attack and defense when performing a super attack, raising his defense on super. It's such a good rotation, and then again, every other turn, getting that support from Strength Rose as well. It's so good. I honestly cannot wait for a new, I don't know, Zamasu Goku Black Rose unit. I personally want a dual unit, whether that's base Goku Black or Rose and Zamasu, that fuse into Merge Zamasu. However they want to do it, this is before they have a 200% lead, by the way. This is before they have a 200% lead, and they're already this good. They're already one of the best EZAs in the game. They are easily the best LR EZA in the game. They're one of the best EZAs in the game. Strength Cool is still the best EZA. But they are easily one of the best EZAs in the game, and 100% the best EZA LR in the game. And they still don't have a 200% lead. So Dokkan, please. We need a new form of, or a new version of Goku Black, Rose, Zamasu, a dual unit that fuses, whichever. As long as it provides all of these new Merge Zamasu, as long as it provides the new Merge Zamasu unit, Strength Rose, the EZA for Rose and Zamasu with a 200% lead finally, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Not to mention as well, as I've mentioned before, AGL transforming Zamasu, also his EZA is pending, and he has a great foundation with all that damage reduction for a great EZA. So we do have the support, and the numbers are looking very good, but because of the healing from the fusion, we are missing out on Big Bad Bosses, which is a shame. 10.5 million. Maybe we did have Big Bad Bosses active. 10.5 million with Rose on rotation. Yeah, we must have actually had that 4% HP knocked off. Like, I thought we had full health, but we must have been missing that 4% HP. Because with the Rose, we had a 10.5 million attack stat. Again, that's a 10.5 million attack stat, while they're easily getting to like 600-700k plus defense. Especially with Big Bad Bosses active at all times. Honestly, man, it's generally ridiculous. It's generally ridiculous how good they are. And again, because of that 3-turn guard and the extra 50% defense, building their passive up in red zone, and especially only needing to be hit 4 times, they're going to take hardly any damage, so it's going to be so safe to build them up and have them raring to go ASAP without like any risk. They are so good. But let me know what you think down in the comments. I'll see you in the next video, guys, and peace.